Viewed on the map of Vietnam, Bến Tre is a province in the southwestern delta. Bến Tre consists of 9 districts in the city, namely districts of Móng Cái Bắc, Móng Cái Nam, Dòng Trơm, Thạnh Phú, Bình Đại, Ba Tri, Châu Thành, Chợ Lách, and city of Bến Tre, with an area of nearly 2,315 square kilometers and a population of 1.3 million. Located at the end of the Mekong River, adjacent to the sea, Bến Tre province is formed by the silty deposit of the Tien, Ham Luang, and Cochin rivers, creating 3 islets, Bảo, Minh, and An Hoa. The rivers that were generously endowed by the Creator create the shape of the land, and the river water culture was also born thereafter. In the history of building and economic development, Bến Tre has been ceaselessly making attempts and recording achievements in every field. In its development strategy, Bến Tre has coordinatedly combined the eco-social development with the environment protection. Bến Tre's waterway, terrain, natural landscape, and cultural historic values are determined to be a great advantage of the province. So, in the development process, apart from the preferential development of industry, agriculture, and different types of services, Bến Tre attaches special importance to exploit the tourist potential, considering it as an eco-cultural advantage of the province at present and in the future. In early 2009, the Red Mill Bridge was inaugurated, and 1 year later, the Ham Luang Bridge was also put into use. The 2 bridges of the century have eradicated the scene of long-standing separation and obstruction by rivers and ferries, and helped Bến Tre move closer to all regions of the country. Visitors can go to Bến Tre through 3 main routes: Tiền Giang, Vĩnh Long, and Trà Vinh. From Ho Chi Minh City via Long An and Tiền Giang by road, visitors can be in Bến Tre city center just within 75 minutes. As the heart of the coconut line, during the last 10 years, Bến Tre has been making effort to become a socio-economic and tourist center for keeping abreast with the southern delta cities in a development atmosphere. As a vibrant young city, Bến Tre City still retains its experience close to nature, in harmony with the customs and culture, with the romantic and honest characteristics of the people on the land of the coconut. Visiting the coconut land of Bến Tre also means you have set your foot on a place of so many exploits, with both historic marks of the land, known as the sacred line of preeminent heroes in the south. As the sacred land, it is not too melodramatic to say that Bến Tre has borne many preeminent heroes, whose names are attached to the historic and cultural monuments and the addresses that visitors cannot ignore during their journey to the 3 island strips. They include the temples dedicated to patriotic poet Nguyễn Đình Chiểu. Living in Bến Tre for nearly a quarter of the century, patriotic poet Nguyễn Đình Chiểu left a number of immortal literary works, giving great influence to every people section. It was the spirit, much faith as a boat can carry, it will never sink. Many dishonest guys as a pen can attack, it will never be blunt. That greatly contributes to the noble feelings and the traditions of loyalty and indomitable spirit of this land. The temple dedicated to teacher Võ Trường Toản, and the tomb of the first southern doctor Phan Thanh Giảng in Ba Tri district. In Khai Mương, Chợ Lách, a flower nursery, there is a memorial still of linguistic scholar Trương Vĩnh Ký, who was listed as one of the 18 word writers in the 19th century by Western scholars. In Châu Hưng Commune, Bình Đại district, there is a temple dedicated to architect Quỳnh Tấn Phát. In Dòng Trơm, there are temples dedicated to military commander Nguyễn Ngọc Thăng, female general Nguyễn Thị Định, and Lieutenant General Đồng Văn Cẩm. In Định Thủy, Mokai Nam District, Đồng Khởi Historical Monument keeps objects from Đồng Khởi movement in Bến Tre. Đồng Khởi movement in Bến Tre itself opened a new struggle method for the revolutionary in the South during the period of the most hardship in the anti-American resistance war. Tường Linh Pagoda in Minh Commune, Mokai Nam District. Tường Linh Pagoda was used as tuition class and traditional medication place for poor people by Junior Doctor Nguyễn Sinh Sắc, father of alcohol under the French rule. And in Mokabak, the wife for base of Saigon Garden City's party member in Tân Phú Tây Commune. In Tân Phú District, there are some historical monuments commemorating the opening of the sea route in 1946, and the southern terminal for receiving weapons from the north, and the cemetery park of Ho Chi Minh Sea Route in Tân Phong Commune, with many moving stories about the legendary people and unregistered ships. The cemetery park of Ho Chi Minh Sea Route is being invested and built on a large scale, showing the hearts and minds of Bến Tre Party Committee and people in making an imprint on the heroic past. Once completed, it will be an attractive point of historical, cultural, and ecological tourism. Through historical monuments and temples, visitors can search the timeline to go back to the past, for quietly listening to old people's expectations, reading the compassionate innermost feelings, and experiencing in observing the sets of woeful and majestic historical books, written by the very lives of the loyal and true people born in Bến Tre land, whose names have been recorded in history and thought of with respect and admiration. Besides folk festival, Bến Tre still has some quite distinguished traditional and cultural festivals, such as the Revolutionary Tradition Festival, held on January 17th every year in Định Thủy Commune, Mokai Nam District, to commemorate the General Uprising Day in Bến Tre, and the Cultural Festival, held on June 1st every year at a temple dedicated to patriotic poet Nguyễn Đình Chiểu in Andy Commune, Ba Tri District. Bến Tre also preserves the cultural religious values of folk festivals, such as the Kỳ Yên Festival, a festival of the rice cultivation for peaceful nation and secure people and good crops. The Nghinh Ông Festival, worshipping the whale, particularly the Nghinh Ông Festival of fishermen in Bình Thăng Commune, Bình Đại District. And the death anniversary of Hung Kings, held on the 10th of the third lunar month at every communal house to commemorate the national ancestors. On the occasion of Double Fly Festival, on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, Gia-Lai District jubilantly organizes the Safe and Delicious Fruit Festival with many activities such as Safe and Delicious Fruit Contest, Vegetable Exhibition Contest, Flower Contest, Ornamental Bird and Fish Contest, Golden Hand Contest, Tree Crafting Contest, Cooking Contest. In recent years, Bến Tre tourism sector has enriched the spiritual life of people by creating a new festival bearing characteristics of Bến Tre, the Coconut Festival. In addition to honoring the value of the coconut tree, the festival is also the occasion for Bến Tre to introduce and promote its image, as well as the tourism and economic potential of the province. On the way of reclaiming land, residents from various regions brought both their culture and spiritual beliefs to the new land, Bến Tre. Although undergoing the erosion of time and the devastation of the war, the people of the coconut land, from generation to generation, know how to preserve and embellish communal houses and pagodas and consider them as a valuable property of the community. Thus, there are over 20 old communal houses and pagodas, among 200 of them in Bến Tre. Many of them have been listed as 14 national-level historical and artistic architectural relics. A lot of the others are recognized as provincial-level ones. Phu Lệ Communal House in Phu Lệ Commune, Ba Tri District, Vinh Hoa Communal House in Dòng Trâm District, Tân Thạnh Communal House in Châu Thành District, and Phu Tự Communal House in Bến Tre City, with a 300-year-old white apricot tree and so on. Some ancient pagodas include Hội Tôn Pagoda in Quế Sơn Commune, Châu Thành District, Tuyền Linh Pagoda in Minh Đức Commune, Cai Nam District, Viên Giáp Pagoda in Ward 5, Bến Tre City, Besides the ancient pagodas and communal houses, Bến Tre also has a lot of old Catholic churches, such as Cai Bông Church in Ba Tri District and Cai Mơn Church in Chợ Lách District. Cao Đài Ban Chỉnh Temple in Ward 6. Bến Tre City is also a special architectural work of Cao Daism in Bến Tre. The ancient house in Đại Điền Commune, Thành Phố District, is one among some rare civil engineering sites of over 100 years in existence in Bến Tre. Bến Tre has natural poetic landscape with water surrounding. The river and canal network is the most abundant tourism potential with many current eco-tourist spots. They have been operating and will also continue to grow in the future. Ecotourism in Bến Tre is currently concentrated in three main areas: South Bến Tre City and the 8 riverine communes along the Tuyền River and Chợ Lách District. There are many means of transport to the ecotourist spot, but the most common is cruises on the river. What is more exciting than the feeling while traveling on the spacious rivers, squeezing in the canals by dinghies, getting through the tropical orchards and heavily laden coconut farms, and breathing in fresh air among a vast green space. Ecotourism in the 8 riverine communes along the Tuyền River of Châu Thành District, or in famous orchards of Chợ Lách District, etc., will bring visitors to an exciting feeling about the gentle countryside, bathed in silt all year round, with lots of sweet fruits. These rivers are nurturing people's spirit with sweet lyrics and singing of amateur musicians with sensational and romantic vọng cổ songs. Over the time, through succession and filtering, amateur music has become the essence and distinctive cultural trait of the South. On arrival at the 8 riverine communes along the Tuyền River, visitors will have the opportunity to draw on and discover many interesting things about life, customs of the Ghanaian residents. In the tourist spots of Cồn Quy, visitors can also incarnate into farmers, living in a brief time with much better legs and hands, full of excitement in the garden ditches, to have fun with friends in an unforgettable rural taste on a corner of the tourist spot. In the ecotourism gardens of Cai Mơn, Tân Thieng in Chợ Lách District, Visitors will themselves pick delicious dried fruits and enjoy them dried in situ. Not only is it famous all over the country for various kinds of seasoned delicious fruits, every time coming to Jalek district, you will also taste flavors of the fruits that make the reputation of the orchard area. In addition to the familiar dishes such as free-range chicken,